Letterman Club, and that sucker burned for 2 months. And at last, I know, at last count, I remember there was over 200 truck and tires in that thing. And I think it was Harold Levy and some of his cohorts that came bringing in this big couch, and they're going to put it. Was that you?
I didn't bring a couch. We brought a truckload of tires.
Oh, yeah, I remember you bringing a truckload of tires. I asked you where you got them. He said, "Well, we just got them." I learned after a while. I didn't ask anybody anywhere where they got that stuff. Someone tore that TV antenna off of someone's house too, a little old lady, and she was really nice about it. Russ Cofford and I went out the next day and put it back onto her house. She just laughed about it, but I tell you, that was, and I remember someone told me, we need to post a guard on this. I said, well, why? I said, because those Willamina guys are going to come over here and start this.
Yeah, we went and burned theirs.
Yeah, I know.
I can see we burned theirs.
That's what I was going to come down to. We saved it, then you guys went over and burned theirs down. I couldn't believe it.
The reason it was so big the second time was because one of our cohorts that moved to Willamina come over and burned ours down.
Oh.
So Dennis Coyview. Yeah. And he crawled up the railroad ditch and just laid there until one of those quote unquote senior advisors come showing up and said, all right, you guys, it's 1:30 in the morning, go home. You can't stay here all night. We got to guard the pile. No, you're going home. And Francis Baller lived a block and a half from the school. And by the time he got to his porch, you could see the sky lit to high heaven. Coyview had touched it off, and it was gone. But by the next night, we had one bigger and better. That's why it went for 2 months.
I remember, I think there's a picture in your annual with Solveig and the other court. I remember Solveig standing like this, like she was afraid to light this thing.
No, I was wearing my dad's sweater and I couldn't get it.
Oh.
When we went to burn Willamina's, Doug Stewart in his 52 Mercury that he was the getaway car. And he was out in the front of the Willamina High School. He was just kind of patrolling up and down there with the doors, all 4 doors open. And I'll tell you, I think I was the last one in the car, and I think Van Keck was pulling me in by the arm to get me into that car, because there was Willamina guys right on our ass.
And you were leaving town.
Yeah. Those tires that burnt for so long, we got those from OK Rubber Welders at Willamina. We were pulling out with the truck loaded with tires, and this guy says, "You are from Willamina, aren't you?" And I said, "No, we're Sheridan."
Do you have any stories about the Big S?
Get into today if you burn
The Big S?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Darn it.
It used to be that the
Yeah.
initiating letterman had to go up there and whitewash that every year.
Yeah.
And then somewhere before I lettered, actually, they quit going up. I didn't have to go up and do it. But
Well, I remember taking a bunch of kids up there, and I was scared to death. You guys were initiating the younger guys were going to kill them before we got them back down to school.
So it's not still there?
well, I think the rocks are still there, but they're pretty well washed off. But now, maybe there's houses over where it was at. I don't know.
I don't know either.
That was a little bit of a letterman tradition. But
Yeah,
whitewash
I
stuff.
kind of wanted to hear some of that. The
I don't
tradition.
have any.
The last.
Brendan might have a story with that. I mean, how far back we go with you, Brendan? Not far enough.
Far enough.
Well, I can remember you guys, they initiated into the Lemon Club. You guys made the initiates walk around in costumes and carried the onion around, and then had a broom that they carried. And if you didn't get the answer you wanted, you turned them over and hacked them on the hind end with a broom.
You know,